What do we mean when we talk about carbon? A carbon footprint is the measurement of CO2 released into the atmosphere by an organisation. Carbon dioxide absorbs and radiates heat, resulting in higher global temperatures when an increased amount is released into the atmosphere. One of the most significant moments regarding climate change occurred at the COP27 summit in Egypt in 2022. It was there that the UN's Conference of Parties, which includes the UK, committed to achieving net zero by 2050. This means you're not producing more greenhouse gas emissions than you are removing from the atmosphere, and also looking to limit global temperature increases to a maximum of 1.5 degrees Celsius. Carbon emissions are categorized into three criteria: Scope 1, Scope 2, and Scope 3. Scope 1 are direct emissions from owned or controlled sources. Scope 2 are indirect emissions from the generation of purchased energy, mainly electricity, and Scope 3 are indirect emissions, which are not included within Scope 1 or Scope 2. This includes things such as distribution, waste generation, and also employee commuting, amongst other things. Scope 3 is split into upstream and downstream emissions. Simply speaking, upstream includes every emission contributed to by a company's suppliers or employees, and downstream includes emissions generated by the customers. Lumina can support your organisation with identifying which Scope 3 emissions you can effectively report on. A carbon reduction plan is a statement from a business or enterprise which identifies their own carbon footprint and demonstrates their commitment to meeting net zero by 2050. There are many reasons to have a carbon reduction plan in place, from portraying positive social values to complying with supply chain or customer expectations. Now, some organisations will have to comply with SECR regulations for larger businesses. These meet one of the following two criteria: more than 250 employees, £36 million or above in annual turnover, £18 million held in assets, or if you're listed on the London Stock Exchange. This actually carries mandatory reporting statuses. Also, if you're looking to bid on any contracts or tenders that are held by central or local government, then you'll need to demonstrate a carbon reduction plan is in place to meet the Public Policy Notice 0621. Lumina's service ensures you are fully compliant with both these regulations. We will create your benchmark for your carbon emissions by converting all required data into CO2 equivalent to establish your current carbon footprint. This forms the basis of all of your future reporting. We will also work with your organisation to set your own carbon reduction targets and identify future initiatives that can help reduce your emissions and improve your efficiency. You will also receive a 12-month subscription to our online carbon accountancy software, enabling you to track your progress against your benchmark on a monthly basis. Finally, your carbon reduction plan will be assessed by our sister company, KCC's Laser Energy, and our carbon consultancy division, Zero Carbon Future, with all greenhouse gas conversion factors verified.